at this party, his he was introducing me to his cousin JJ. I don't remember this. And another one of his family members comes up to JJ and looks at him and is like, "Oh my goodness, you're so fat." And here, you just don't say that to a person.
Will you close that door afterwards? Hello, and thank you for listening and watching to your favorite podcast. This is the Maximum Filipino Show. Right now, it's a special podcast. My name is CB.
And Waka.
All right, Waka, how are you doing, man?
I am doing fantabulous.
Dude, why do I have a pillow in here?
Well, because our last guest that was here for another pod
wanted a pillow?
He just left it there.
Okay. All right, well, we've been crushing it with a ton of guests weekly. Yeah. So we've been having like amazing guests weekly. And we're like about to hit... Actually, it's not even. Probably like 71. This is a 71 episode.
We're in the 70s.
Yeah, we're in the 70s. My goal is to hit 100 and then I'll retire. I'm just kidding.
I like how you said 70s. You know,
70s?
You said 70s now, but you said 70s.
Oh, did I say 70s?
You got your
Filipino Tourette's
kicking in. 70s.
Yeah, the accent. But yeah, we are in the 70s. So what's the best 70s episode is to bring our wonderful guest. Yeah. But before I bring her in, it's gonna be a special podcast.
You've seen her before.
Yeah, you've seen her before, but you've actually never interviewed her.
Yes.
So by that pronoun, you know that it's a woman, and it's a special woman. I guess it's more special for me than for Waka.
Yeah, she's special.
Yeah, she.
Yeah, she's special.
Yeah, exactly. But she's not here yet. She's doing something.
She will be here.
Right, dude. We've been in this is almost like a 100 episode. I want to do a 100 episodes podcast. With just us two, or maybe if the other people wants to join us. Yeah, that's fine too.
The silent crew.
Yeah, the silent crew. What is your favorite episode so far? Out of all of them, you know, whether it's the Learn Filipino Pod or Afterflix, or what is your favorite episode?
Aside from the times that I hang out with my bro during Afterflix, it's not gay. It's just love. But anyway, my favorite episode so far has to be with one of our guests. Actually, now I think about it, a lot of it just flood in. I have one or two of them, but so far is our food guest, the one who is now becoming popular.
The Lumpia Queen?
Yeah.
You like Lumpia Queen? Yeah. Auntie Abby. What's up, Auntie Abby?
Yeah. And so far, I did enjoy that podcast. And because one thing that I love about it was about food. I love food. And she knew her food. She knew her type. She knew everything. I love how she described what you predicted or assumed. Not assumed. It was what if this and this meshed? And she's like, ew.
Yeah, right.
So it's like she knows her food. But my all-time favorite was with Dino. Kuya Dino.
Oh, yeah. Kuya Dino. Kuya Dino was one of my favorite for sure because, besides the content that he produced, but I was starstruck. I didn't expect he was the guy that I was listening to in high school, so that was like a complete package. Go ahead.
Sorry. No, I was just saying that he's just living, I still have to say, he's living the dream that I was hoping to get to when I was a kid. Like, when I become at a certain age, I will finally do what I've been wanting to do as a kid and have a room full of what he has. And that didn't happen, of course. But I'm glad someone is living it for me.
All right. Can I finish one of my favorite pot episode?
Your pot episode?
I let you finish your favorite episode and you didn't let me finish mine?
No, I was just adding on to that. Okay. All right, go ahead. My bad, bro.
Yeah, that was my favorite episode. And of course with Kuya RJ. I like that episode with Kuya RJ because that's like the living the Filipino dream and, his version of Filipino dream. And I guess a lot of Filipinos that move to America, that's their dream. That's subjective. You don't really know what kind of dream you have. but starting his own businesses, not just one business.
I thought Kuya RJ was from
good.
here.
Huh?
I thought Kuya RJ was from here, no?
Yeah, but he's a second generation immigrant. That's what I'm saying. I didn't say born in the Philippines. I said Filipino.
You made it sound like he migrated from the Philippines to here.
Yeah, no, I said he's Filipino.
Yeah.
And he's living the Filipino dream, which is to be a Filipino and successful in America.
Oh, for some reason I heard you said migrate.
No.
Okay, sorry, my bad. Go ahead, finish it.
No, that's it. I'm done.
I'm sorry.
All right. Well, our guest is here. She's awesome. She's phenomenal. She's a bit sass. She's trying to hide. I don't know why.
You're actually going to use this, miss.
Yo, what are you doing?
You're supposed to use this.
You're supposed to use your so you can hear us.
Where's the headphone?
She's awesome. Hopefully you will be able to see her. It's my wife, Courtney. There she is. Yeah.
Go to her. Let me grab the headset. She's like stepping on it.
What are you doing? You're ruining every single stuff that we have. Oh my Lanta.
What's happening right now? What are you doing?
I'm looking for the headset that you're supposed to wear.
Yeah, we put it on your chair so you can wear it. So you can hear us. But what are you doing right now?
Why did you start it already?
This podcast is chaotic.
It's for a dog.
Who's the guest? You or the dog?
Both of us.
Oh my gosh, you're making my eyes itch.
Why do I gotta wear these?
So you can hear us.
I can hear you. I'm sitting right next to you.
It's a lot better. It's a lot better if you can hear us.
Promise you'll hear it
and
clearly.
you can hear yourself.
I can't see my face because the mic is right in my face.
Oh, he can change camera.
You're supposed to pull it towards you.
Yeah, like this.
Why do I look weird?
You know, it's just you're not used to seeing yourself in front of the camera.
Okay. You have to pull the camera, so it's either you want to hold it or you want to leave it there.
Yeah,
but if you want to hold it, make sure you don't like move around.
Shake it.
Well,
Yeah, shake it.
Oh my gosh. Come on. Hold it.
I don't want to hold it. I move around. You know I move around.
No, hold this.
Hold this. There.
There you go.
There you go. Perfect. What up, Courtney? What's up, babe? Thanks for finally joining us doing this podcast. Even though last podcast you were throwing a fit that you weren't part of the podcast. Now you're part of the podcast. How does it feel?
Dude, why can't we should have just did this like tomorrow or something.
Can you talk in your microphone?
It's like 11. No, it's not 11. It's like midnight. It's past midnight. It's way past my bedtime.
This is a normal thing for me and Waka.
It's in the afternoon or morning somewhere in the other side of the world.
Exactly. So
we're
just get
just
used
fine.
to it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Your brain's still functioning?
Yeah.
Right? No.
So, our dear guest.
What do you want, up my nose?
It's right there on your face. Just on your face. All right.
I told you she was special.
So we're in this podcast. It's called Learn Filipino Pod. If you don't know anything about Learn Filipino Pod, is basically anything that you want to learn. If there's anything that you want to learn about Filipinos, if you want to meet a Filipino or you're planning to visit Philippines, this is the podcast for you. This podcast is pretty special because she's my wife and she married a Filipino. So we're gonna talk about what it feels like and what it's like marrying a Filipino. Right?
Yeah. Part 2. No.
Part 2.
And this is my puppy.
We don't care. All right. Ow. Okay.
Keep it rated G for all the kids to see.
Yeah, they don't watch this podcast. I'm pretty sure. Okay.
We don't know.
Yeah. All right. So Courtney, you've been you are from America, right? You were born and raised here in America?
No.
In Michigan?
No.
Come on. Take it seriously. You were born and raised here in America?
No.
She was born in Scotland.
He hates us right now. Finally, it's us against him.
I don't really care.
Yeah, Yes, I was born in America.
Dude, your voice is
South
so
America, Central America, North America.
No,
Which
Africa.
America?
She's born in Africa.
Africa,
You should know
America.
this by now. How many times have I been on the worship team and you all have to keep turning up my dang mic?
So you're African, right? You're 2%
Yes,
African.
I am.
0.2% African.
Yep, that's me.
Yeah. She's
Alright.
the whitest black person you'll ever see.
Yep.
Oh yeah. All right. So you married a Filipino, right? You married me, right? Is
I
that
think so.
even a like a? I usually ask our guests. Our first question is usually why did you say yes to do this podcast?
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna ask you that. you know what? Actually, I'm gonna ask you that. Why did you say yes to this podcast?
Wait, I want to know why you wouldn't ask me that.
Huh?
Ooh.
Because I already know the answer.
Oh.
What do you think the answer is?
What I think the answer will be is like, you have to ask me to be part of the podcast because I'm your wife.
Hmm.
So why did you say yes?
I don't think I actually ever said yes.
Oh.
But you wanted to be in the podcast.
Yeah, but we got into an argument about it.
Oh.
No, because I told you I wanted you to be in the podcast.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I said I wanted you to be in the podcast. I said I want to have a podcast with you. I mentioned that to you. Remember, I even told you multiple times. Walker's there. It's like, hey, when are you going to be in our podcast? Hey, when are you going to be in our podcast? Hey, when are you going to be in our podcast? Multiple times.
No, that's not true. It was like a casual thing. Like, yeah, come over. Like when you say that, but you don't actually mean it.
Oh, we
That's
mean
not
it.
true.
We mean it.
Yeah, we
mean it.
guests in our podcast.
Okay, but when I was like, oh, I'll be in your podcast last week or whatever, you're like, no.
Yes.
No, I broke that. It wasn't planned, and I broke that plan. And I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was. I told Walker, I said it was a great idea. Don't get me wrong. I want great ideas like that, but it will be different. I would have said yes, right? I would have said yes if we did this podcast first. Like we do this podcast first, and then there's a guest like that. So next time we're gonna have another guest, the same situation like our guest last time. We will include you.
I'm really distracted right now.
Why?
you know
Because
that
of the dog?
No, because there's like multiple things here.
Multiple
It's
cameras.
okay. Just choose a camera.
Just choose a camera. I feel like it's Moana. Remember that with Moana and the crab? What are you doing? Just choose an eye. Left or right? All right. Okay. So why did you say yes to this podcast? You still haven't answered the question.
I thought I did. It wasn't like a for sure yes thing. I just did it because why not? Like
Wow.
I did it because I want to prove to you that I can do stuff like this, because you constantly think, oh, you won't do it, or bad things about your wife.
Listen, I know you could do podcasts, and I even told you before you're good with podcasts because you've done podcasts with Pastor Anthony, you and your Bachelorette episodes.
Reverse psychology.
So I know you could do podcasts.
Okay. Well, I'm here.
All right, perfect. So I just have a few questions for you. Okay, you
Just a
can give us some of your dirty secrets if that's fine.
Wait, hold up.
Some of my dirty, my
Should I know
my dirty
these?
secrets? Waka, act like you don't care. All right.
Act like don't care. Okay.
No, I said you act like you.
How many
you care.
cameras are there?
There's 3 cameras.
3.
There's
Good
this camera.
Uno.
There's that camera.
Dalawa.
And then there's 3 camera. 3rd camera.
Good grief.
Yeah. So
Nala.
this one is just me.
That
Well,
camera's on
potentially it's
too.
just me. Yeah. Huh? That camera? No,
Yeah,
that's
see
not
the
what
No,
it
it's
green
not.
That's not connected. And then this camera is just you and Walker. This camera is all 3 of us. Get it?
So this is a camera right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it says camera 1, camera 2, and camera 3.
tres.
You do
Alright.
extra.
We have camera 4, but it's not working. All right. Awesome. Okay, so I just have some few questions. First of all, have you ever thought about marrying a Filipino?
No.
Have you thought of marrying a brown person?
No.
Oh, as a
Really?
white person?
I never thought I would get married.
Why would you think that?
because of too much that we can't get into on one podcast.
Oh, I guess you got a point there in terms of story wise. But okay. Well, did you ever thought or wish to be married?
Yeah, I knew I always wanted to be married, but I didn't think I would get married.
So did you ever thought of a kind?
No.
What kind of humans or animals or insects or like what?
I mean,
Don't make it weird, bro.
I mean, I always thought I would be a white person because it's just like typical, I guess.
Well, your DNA says otherwise.
Okay.
Okay, but a typical white person for real?
Yeah. Because, I mean, that's the norm, I guess.
Have you ever dated a non-white person?
No.
No, it's always been a white person.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't really actually date a lot of people, right?
No.
Yeah, and mostly, I don't want to say mostly, but all of them are men. Hey, you never know. You never really know.
Well, you did say about a certain singer that you wouldn't mind turning.
It's true.
Yeah, but
Alicia Keys, right?
Yes.
Alicia Keys, and she black. Well,
Alicia, if you're watching this, I'm coming for you.
I highly doubt she's watching this. I highly doubt she's watching this.
But okay. So, did you have hard crushes at least?
No, so I was in a so every relationship I was ever in, I was always, when I was in a relationship, I always looked at it as marriage. So I was
so you will date to get
person.
married.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons why I didn't date very many people. I believe you were my third person that I ever dated.
3 times the charm.
How old were you when you first dated someone?
2.
Shut up.
I was just saying because you're.
No, what you? I am gonna hurt you. Okay, no. My first boyfriend, I don't even know. I don't know.
16?
I was probably 16.
Yeah. Was it Nick?
Yeah.
At night? Nick at night?
No, but because you guys went to prom, right?
Yeah.
So junior high?
No, so it would have been Christian and then Nick.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, yeah, because you didn't date John.
No, I didn't date John.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right. And then, so when you saw me at church, because that's where we met, right? You had a hard crush on me.
Was that a zing? Is that what you call a zing? Like Transylvania term? Zing?
Yeah, like the zing. That's right.
Like that magical moment, like, he's a brown. He's the one.
You're so stupid. No, I don't. I was, okay, so I was can you stop moving? You're going to drive me nuts.
Yeah, you already see it now. You see? Husband-wife moment.
Okay, so what were you going to say?
I forgot.
How you met?
Yeah, I mean, when you saw me, you said... did
you saw him or the dimples? Was it the dimples?
Did you have a hard crush on me?
Dimples. I did, but I liked... so I've always told you this. The first part that I ever kind of
noticed,
that kind of caught my eye was your teeth.
Yeah, because you look at my face you look at my mouth when I talk.
Doesn't everybody?
No, you don't look at people's mouth when you talk. You look at their eyes.
Why?
Because that's the proper way. That's so creepy. Why would you look at people's mouth?
So you can see what they're saying.
No, that's you.
You only need to hear it.
That's worse.
You know, like people that have a hard time hearing, they look at your mouth.
That's a different story.
Just don't want to hear the voice in their head. But okay, so you see his digressing.
You guys, living with these two at the same time is awful. Let me just tell you that, okay?
But okay, his teeth. What about his teeth?
These two might as well be married.
I looked at Waga's teeth and I talked to her. I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, why would you look at people's mouth? That's weird.
It was because you had really straight white teeth. And that was something that did I have braces when you first met me?
No.
No?
No. Okay. So it was something at that point that I was
insecure about?
I was very insecure about my teeth. And I was I really want straight white teeth.
No, now I don't because I drink a lot of coffee.
And energy drinks.
Wait, so you're saying that they're disfigured because of them?
No, stain.
Yeah, they're
because of coffee.
color.
Yeah. They're colored.
But you've been drinking coffee in the Philippines, though.
No.
Really?
But I used to drink with creamer, hard black coffee. Hard black coffee.
Oh, so the creamer is what washed out the black stuff.
Basically, yeah, the stain. Yeah.
I'll still go to black.
And the coffee here in America is way stronger than the coffee that we have in the Philippines. You know, like the 3-in-1 coffee is not that strong. Maybe the caffeine in that coffee is probably not as high as a small cup of Starbucks coffee.
Agreed. It's just a hot milkshake, like a boss told me. Mostly cream, sugar.
All right. So being married to a Filipino, what are some of the struggles that you encountered when we were dating a Filipino? Like, did you notice? So you said that you dated 2 white guys, but you had a crush on some Americans. Did you notice any big difference on dating a Filipino, just specifically a Filipino, in comparison to some of the American guys that you dated?
Obviously the language, that's a big one.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. I forgot I put makeup on. Does it look bad?
A little bit.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's like smudged it.
Oh, pause it.
No, you're fine.
Everything's gonna be on it.
Yeah. Remember when you popped my pimple?
That was on camera. That's right.
That was definitely on camera.
Fix it.
How? Lick it?
No, fix it. Like,
I don't know how to do it.
Don't you dare. Let me get my phone. This couch is like too small for this.
No, I'm just taking up space.
Well, that's obvious.
Can you just answer the question?
Yeah, you can answer while you're doing that.
Okay, what was the question?
What are some big difference that you noticed besides the language?
Yeah. Language and food are the 2 big ones.
Yeah.
Differences. Well, first of all, you're not white. So that's the obvious. You asked. I don't know. It's just those are the 2 big ones. And then you were still living with your parents, which I found to be weird because that's not what we do here.
Yeah. But you didn't put in consideration that we just literally moved here. You didn't put that in consideration.
That at that point, like, when we started dating, you didn't just move here because you were still dating somebody from the Philippines.
Yeah, but that was like what, 2 years or 3 years ago. So it's not. We started dating 2013. We moved here 2012.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so just a year and a half ago. You expect me to find a job and a place in a year and a half ago?
In a year, you don't need to add the ago.
In a year and a half.
Sure.
Okay. Wow. All right.
Standards are pretty high there.
I know.
Clearly not.
Did you notice any?
Oh, dang. Ooh. Sorry.
Did you notice any other difference, like the way I pursued you or asked you out, or the way we dated, comparison to the other white guys or the other Americans? I guess not just specifically white guys.
Not really. It was just like we went out one night and then it was just like, okay, we're dating. Like, it wasn't like a formal, hey, you want to go out with me type deal.
Yeah. I guess we're like, we're going out now. That's it.
Yeah.
So you just took it.
Yeah. So I think Waka told you this, in the Philippines we have this thing called, we celebrate every single thing. When in the Philippines, like we have a monthly where we celebrate.
You
like
did
a
not
month.
celebrate anything.
I know. Can you just let me explain what I'm trying to say?
Okay.
Golly,
Okay.
This is gonna be a tough podcast.
You asked.
Yeah, so we celebrate those kind of stuff, like a monthly celebration, and then of course the anniversary, and we have gifts and things like that for that. But in a year and a half, if I didn't got a job and moved out of my parents, one thing for sure is I adapted the American culture right away. Like I was like a sponge and just suck it all up.
It's true.
Yeah, I just got it. So I
Except
saw
for your accent.
You
except
think
for my
he still has
accent.
it?
A little bit, yeah.
Mm.
I got a funny story about that in a moment. But I just suck it all up. I noticed how American culture is dealing when it comes to dating, and I still followed some of the stuff that I needed to do. Like I went and met your aunt and uncle, while we were dating. I didn't skip that part, and I think that's really important. Because the way I notice it, a lot of Americans don't necessarily consider that or put out in priority or consideration. Yeah, meeting the family.
Yeah.
I wanted to meet I do remember wanting to meet your mom, but you're like, yeah, we don't really have a good relationship. So
Really? You wanted to meet my mom?
yeah, I wanted to meet your mom and dad because that's part of Filipino culture. You
Yeah.
have to meet the parents.
Yeah, they have this step. There's courtship, and the process from courtship to
To dating,
as in like boyfriend girlfriend,
yeah,
and then if it ever develops, then engagement to marriage and so forth.
I don't think you ever met my mom until after we were engaged, right?
No, I met your mom before. I met your mom while we were dating.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah,
Because
but
I don't think we were married when we went to Port Huron.
No, I know we weren't married,
Yeah.
but we might have been engaged.
You might be right.
yeah.
But I met your mom way
I'm the
before that.
wife, so.
So there was no courtship in that process between you two. It was just like
Not in the Filipino kind of sense of courtship. Yeah, but we like in American way of talking all the time, texting and calling.
All the time.
All the time.
We were together all the time
Mm-hmm.
and talking all the time.
Yeah, exactly. All the time.
All the time.
Like we go to bed like 2 a.m.
On FaceTime.
Yeah, on
I
FaceTime.
guess that is a
That is a really Filipino thing because we like talk constantly. We text a lot in the
No,
Philippines.
that was a me thing. You still are really bad at.
Yeah, that one's different now.
well. He's not wrong. That's very what they do in PH. Yeah, they will text till midnight.
No, he's really bad at it. I'll text him, and then like 5 hours later, he'll respond.
I just got bad now. now that I'm here in America, I just got bad now because.
But you're
and I
on
think-
your phone all the time.
Yeah, because so here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. In the Philippines, we had to, at least when I was there, we called it like load. That kind of load. You like you just transfer like, let's say 30 pesos, and then you text a certain name.
I'm putting credits.
Certain words to a certain number, and then you get unlimited texting for a certain amount of days. It's not a lifetime kind of thing, or it's not in a year kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like it's a prepaid. It's basically like a prepaid. It's like it's a simpler prepaid.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can only text unlimited for a certain amount of days, you take advantage of that. You know what I mean? Like you can only text for 24 hours, so you take advantage of that, and you like text and text and text, and that's what I did.
You've never done that to me.
But no, when we were dating, I've done it.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
No, you remember one time we had plans,
Mhm.
and then you like all of a sudden canceled on me?
I do remember that.
I was so mad.
I kind of remember it.
Kinda.
Yeah, kind of remember it.
Yeah, because I was really mad. I was like, because I'm a planner, and I'm like, I always have to have everything planned out. And then he like, I don't even know what you did, but you like canceled. And then I was really mad. And then I went home and I was crying. And then my aunt, I think, messaged you because I lived with my aunt.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she might have like talked to you.
That is not my fault.
What happened?
That's not my fault.
How is it not your fault?
All I know is that's not my fault, right? I don't remember why I canceled, but I would say that's not my fault because you need to leave a room for people that can something change. You don't like put people in consideration that might be an emergency, something happened or something.
It was not an emergency. I'm pretty sure you just went home and went to bed. I'm pretty sure. I'm about like 99% sure that is what happened.
Well, you don't like consider that maybe this person is tired, so let's just reschedule it. Like you don't give people an open space that maybe they're tired and let's just reschedule this kind of thing.
You didn't leave room.
That's the most stupidest reason.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, no. As a planner, I think I see what he's going at, but I don't know what that reason may be. But you never.
Speaking of planning, your calendar still says November.
I can't reach it. Anyway, stop changing the
move
subject.
Okay,
what he's
Aria.
asking, what he's asking is that when you plan, you don't leave room to possibilities of what if this happened or this. You are locked into it, and if it doesn't work,
Yeah.
you're
right.
Go from planner to whiner.
Excuse me.
Jesus, Mary Joseph.
Okay. All right. Well,
You mean.
I'm not.
so the story that I was gonna say earlier, we went to the
Target?
Target?
Tanger
that
outlet.
Tanger
Yeah, the
outlet.
Tanger outlet, right? Earlier.
Tanger?
Are you talking about like today?
Yeah, earlier, just this morning. We went to Tanger outlet,
Okay.
and I dropped you off. Where did I drop you off?
H&M.
Yeah, H&M. So Ariel and I went to a store, and
What store?
I'm not telling you. I checked out the item that I bought for you, and then the cashiers were Asians, right? They were Asians, but I was like trying to figure out because they don't look like Filipinos. They look like Vietnamese and Nepalese. So I didn't assume. So I just did my thing because I want to get out of the store before you text me. And then her coworker came up and they started talking in Tagalog. I said, oh, "You guys are Filipinos." They're like, "Yeah." "Oh, that's awesome. I'm Filipino too." She's like, and then the other girl was about to ask me if I can speak Tagalog until I spoke Tagalog. They're like, "Oh, okay, you can still speak Tagalog," because they're like, because you mentioned about my accent, because I don't think
They noticed.
I don't think they noticed.
I think he lost that heavy accent that he had from the beginning.
No, he did. He definitely lost his accent, but once in a while it will still be there.
His
Yeah.
Like
Tourette's
when
will
you
kick
were
in, yeah.
like when you were just talking about, the 70s and he like made the
You overheard that?
I was standing right there.
Oh, I thought that was from the other podcast.
Oh my god, you forgot already, bro.
I did. It's been a while.
But his dad and his mom, on the other hand, they
still
like
have it.
they sound like they are fresh from the Philippines.
How about Kazaya?
That's kind of racist.
Fresh from the Philippines.
No, I think Kazaya has it more than AJ. But I think she's slowly losing it.
Yeah, JB does not have an accent at times, especially when you hear him.
He does more than you.
When you hear him over the phone. Yeah, it's like, holy smokes, this guy sounds like American. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, they said yeah at the same time. I'm left out. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Are you FOMOing again?
She is.
Okay. So the food. We all know you're very picky, right? There's a lot of food that you cannot eat.
That's true.
And to a lot of people who love Filipino food, it's heartbreaking to know that you married a Filipino and does not eat any Filipino food.
Yeah,
I'm not sure we should be talking about this on a Filipino podcast.
I don't think it matters. I mean, it's you. We cannot change you. This is you. If you it's preference. If you don't like it, then you don't like it. We're not gonna force you to eat it.
Yeah.
It's just saddening. But we're not
Except
gonna
for the
force
fact that you tell me all these stories about going to the Philippines, and then it scares me, and then I don't want to go to the Philippines anymore.
Oh, go.
Oh,
Just
you're gonna
Just
be with
go.
me, so I'm gonna tell them, hey, she doesn't
We'll just
eat
tell
your
them I'm
food.
allergic to everything.
and she hates you. That's what I'm gonna tell them.
No,
I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that.
that's
But
not.
are there
cool.
any Filipinos that came close, like Filipino food that came close that looks interesting, and I'm gonna try it?
I'm
Well-
gonna use the correct term. Lumpia.
Oh, the Shanghai.
Actually, I have eaten them before, but without the raisins and onions.
Oh, that's right. You did like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not necessarily a Filipino lumpia. That's more a derived.
Hey,
More
you know what? I
Americanized
still ate
lumpia.
it.
Though I do give her credit that she's willing to try to take a bite whether she like it, to find out if she likes it or not.
Yeah.
So that's one.
Are there even like any desserts that you like?
No.
Do you hardcore when you see something that looks awful to you, you don't eat it? Or will you be willing to go for it?
Okay, so I'm trying to figure out, because everybody asks you, when you're a picky eater, they ask you, why are you a picky eater? And sometimes people reply with, oh, it's a texture thing, or it's a this thing, or a that thing, and blah, blah, blah. So I've been trying to figure out, for me, like, why am I such a picky eater? And, like, because sometimes I'll look at something and be like, yeah, that's not going in anywhere near my mouth. And so I think for me, it's come down to be somewhat of a texture thing. And so like the little jelly thingy that your mom makes, like
the rice cake,
is that what it's called?
or
With the,
no,
like,
the flan, the flan. That's
with
it.
the like syrupy thing on top. Yeah,
it's
like
the leche flan.
I just look at that and I know the texture is not going to be something that I'm gonna like.
Wait, you don't like Jello?
No, I don't like jello.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, you're not gonna like that.
You won't. Even though it's milky, though, it's not.
Yeah, she's still not gonna like it. If she doesn't like Jello, she's not gonna like that. Like Jello is more
How about fruitcake?
tolerable than flan.
Not fruitcake, fruit salad. How about fruit salad?
It depends on what fruit.
His fruit salad.
No, but she doesn't like mixing
That's
stuff.
true.
Yeah, I'm also a person that I don't like to have my food touching unless I purposely like do it myself or like, yeah.
Yeah, so she's not gonna like halo halo. That's 100%. She's not gonna like it.
Well, she couldn't eat it because there's nuts in it. No.
Well, you can have it with no nuts, Walker.
Oh, I guess you're right.
I'm also allergic to nuts, so there's that.
Well, how can you? You made two beautiful kids.
Okay, that is something
That is disgusting.
else.
Wow. That is gross. I cannot believe you made that joke.
I tried. My bad. I'll keep the jokes to you too. Okay, my bad.
That was disgusting.
That's
All right.
TMI.
Okay, one of the questions I did ask, I do want to ask. So, what were the things? I mean, going back before marriage, between you two dating or trying to work it out somehow, what were the things that you had to compromise or had to sacrifice, so to speak, or had to grow into to accept? Did you have to do any of that to drag him into you, or did you do anything at all?
I feel like there is a lot.
Yeah, amen.
I did not.
You said it. I just agreed.
You're agreeing to you compromising, not to me compromising.
Well, his question. He asked you compromising.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what?
So I
okay.
said amen.
Okay.
All right. You said there was a lot.
Heck?
Let's try to name a few. I want to know.
Man.
Well, okay. While you're thinking, to compromise, was it to try to, win his heart so you couldn't lose him, or was it just because
Okay,
I still
so
want him, but I want him to know this is not what I want?
this is when we first started dating. His parents, actually, I should just say his family, like including his brother and sister, did not like me.
That's not true.
It is true. They thought I was a spoiled brat. And they point blank told me that. They did. You don't remember us sitting down and me sitting down with your sister at the park and she told me that she didn't want me to get married to you? You don't remember that?
That's a different reason why. She explained to you why she didn't want you to marry me. It wasn't because of that. It's because when we were in the Philippines, we weren't close. Like, none of us were close because I was way older than both of them. So I was already working when they're growing up. Now, when we moved here, we got closer together. And then come to find out, I'm getting married.
Anyway, his parents thought I was a spoiled brat. They told me that. You don't remember sitting in their living room and us having that conversation. They were like, oh, you got handed a car and blah, blah, blah. Like, I really think you're a spoiled brat. And I'm like, but you don't understand. Like, I didn't get handed a car. I had to work for that car. And, like, I had, like, to basically,
I don't even think my parents know what the word brat means. They know the word spoiled, but not brat.
Yeah.
They did. And I remember that because it really crushed me and it really hurt me. Because
But you stayed. Look at you.
So you had to muscle through that.
To win the prize.
And that prize was okay. Aside from the experience that you had to,
Can you stop?
fight. Jeez.
Thank you.
Apologies. So, no. Okay. So, what were the cultural things or the things that wasn't your lifestyle that you had to adjust or had to face? Like, oh shoot, he does this. I don't like it, but if I don't like it, will he hate me? Did you have moments like that? And if you did, what were those things that you had to adjust to?
I'm so tired. I can barely think straight.
Think sideways. It's fine.
Oh my gosh.
Think gay.
Oh my gosh. Compromising on things. Oh shoot.
It could be the little things. It could be food. It could be the smell. It could be the way.
Oh my god. I have a story.
There we go. Found it. Found it.
No, it's not even like anything to do with compromise. The smell, I guess that could be a compromise. The smell of their food is just horrendous. It is awful. I shouldn't say that on a Filipino podcast, but I'm not kidding. When I walk in his parents' house, I just want to... Do your parents watch this?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I just want to gag. Like, I want to throw up.
Do you remember when the first time you saw the food in our stove? On our stove?
That's what I was about to say. I walked in one day when we were dating. I walked into their house and their kitchen is right there when you walk in, and I just look over on their stove and I see a whole fish. Like, literally a whole fish, like eyeballs and fins and all of it.
Yeah, she doesn't like seafood either.
All of it. Like, cooked. And these people over here...
What do you mean,
What do you mean, you people?
They're eating it. Like, with the fins, with the eyeball, with...
We do not eat the fins.
It was all there, people. It was all there. And they were eating it, and I about lost it and had all of my...
Insides to come out.
come out of me. It was disgusting.
Yeah, but we don't eat the fins. We barely even eat the head. We just leave it there for the taste. Because it tastes a lot better. It's true. Yeah.
No.
So, how was your first? You've been to some Filipino gatherings that we had here, which, by the way, we're gonna have another one soon. We're gonna schedule to go to Filipino gatherings because it's helpful for you and for our kids to be surrounded with a lot of Filipinos too. To learn their culture.
Yeah, like the other day. I mean, she knows now. She accepts it that she's Filipino. But what was it that she said that
She's
you told
Dora?
her? Yeah, you told her that
she's Dora.
Addie, you told Addie's like, you're Filipino, right? It's like, no, I'm not Filipino.
Our oldest kid thought she was Mexican, right?
Yeah,
she thought she was a Mexican
because she likes Dora. Yeah.
And we tried to explain to her, no, you're a Filipino, and she lost it. She
she had a
threw
fit,
a fit and was like, I am not a Filipino.
And then I started teaching our youngest one, our second kid, some Filipino or Tagalog words, and she got jealous. She's like, Daddy, I decided I'm Filipino now. So yeah, you've been to some Filipino gatherings. What are some interesting things that you noticed when you went to some Filipino gatherings? I don't know if you remember.
So the very first time I met his family, minus his mom and dad and siblings, when I first met his aunt and uncle and extended family, was at a surprise birthday party for his aunt. And he told me, he was like, come with me so you can meet my aunt and all of my extended family. And I'm like, okay, not a big deal. Like, thinking this surprise party was just going to be like 15, 20 people. Like, not a lot of people. And so I'm like, yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm a very shy person. I'm not outgoing or whatever. I just like to keep to myself. And so we get to this surprise birthday party, and there's like 100 people there.
That is not true. You're exaggerating.
That's what it felt like. It felt like there were like 1 million people.
She went from 100 to 1 million. That's a big jump. That's a big jump.
And I was so embarrassed. Okay, I was embarrassed. I was lost. I wasn't sure what to do. I was like, I did not think that there was this many people that were gonna be here.
You sure?
And
Is
then,
it because you stuck out?
That could be a possibility too. I'm pretty sure I was the only white person there.
No, my uncle is.
Oh yeah, his
Jim
uncle.
is white.
His uncle is white. He might as well be Filipino too. You know what?
And all of my cousins are half. So.
Okay, but they look Filipino, not white. So.
I don't know about that. At the Sarah looks any other race. Like, she can be Indian.
No,
she can
she
be
looks
Mexican.
she looks Filipino.
And then Ate Sisi looks white.
No,
Yeah,
she looks
she looks
Filipino.
white.
You're just weird because you're full. But anyway, she's not white like
Wait,
me.
hold up. She doesn't mean that. She doesn't mean that I'm weird because I'm full Filipino. She's just saying that I feel weirded out.
At this party, his he was introducing me to his cousin JJ. I don't know if you remember this. And another one of his family members comes up to JJ and looks at him and is like, "Oh my goodness, you're so fat." And here, you just don't say that to a person.
I wanted it too.
JJ just like to do this podcast. Yeah. Anyways, he just kind of laughs and like shrugs it off, and I'm like looking at this person like, what did you just say? Like, you just don't go around calling people fat. Like, that's not okay.
Mm-hmm.
Little do I know, in the Philippines, that's like
It's a
normal thing. And
To be upfront,
they still do it all the time to AJ. Like, his aunt, the last time we were at his aunt's house, she was like, AJ, you're so fat. And like, that's how they do it. And he will do it to our kids. And I'm like, or even his sister. And I'm like, dude, you can't do that. Like, that's what causes issues for women. Like, we have those issues. We have body image issues. Like, you can't just be going around calling people fat.
Nah, nope. I want to say something, but I don't want to say
finishing
it.
that sentence. We definitely can understand that R2D2. Gosh, dang.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
like R2D2 talking.
Nah, I want to say something, but I'm like, no, I don't want to say it.
Just say it.
No. Okay, so I personally believe that if women in general, if they were raised up in a very solid family where they were fed with the truth, being, this is who you are. You are beautiful, helping build their self-image. I believe they wouldn't care what other people say.
I couldn't tell you because I was not raised like that.
Our kids are.
Except for the
raised
fact
like
that
that.
you look at them and you're like, you're so chunky.
Hey, chunky is not a bad word. Chunky is not. It doesn't determine it's fat. Chunky can be, like muscle chunky, or it can be like your meaty chunky,
Yeah.
or
I just meant
thick
in
chunky.
general.
No.
Yeah, just in general. I mean,
No.
I'm not trying to get into specifics. I'm just saying in general. If people in general were to tell people to build their confidence and truth, I guarantee everything else would. Yeah, it doesn't matter. That's what I'm trying to do with the kids.
So now we have 2 kids. We have 2 beautiful kids. Do you have any regrets of marrying a Filipino? Because we make cute babies. And when I say we, I mean Filipinos make cute babies. In combination of white people, Filipino and white kids, they're just cute babies, don't they? Right?
You're just saying like it's all Filipino blood that made them look cute.
100%.
Oh,
75%. You like how I change it from 100% to 75 right away?
It's like,
No,
okay, I'll
my
leave room
kids-
for the
Yeah.
white.
My kids
Exactly.
are beautiful because of
Just the
their
way
mother.
they are.
Uh-huh.
They are because of their mother.
All right, since we're on the marriage topic, now that you married him, were you, or maybe you were aware of it way before you married him? Did you expect when you married him you were married the whole family too?
No.
Because their culture is similar to ours, and there's like these memes about us Polynesians. When any other race married our race, you marrying the whole family.
Yeah, I feel like that's a touchy subject because
Uh-huh.
I'm a very family oriented person. So I love. Are we supposed to like pause here? Like what's happening?
No, it's fine.
Okay. I love being around family. I love my family. I love spending time with my family. My extended family. Like, I just love being around family. I think family is very important, and you should spend time with your extended family. So for me, that like wasn't a big issue. Spending time with his family and like all of that. But I think it's more complicated for his family than it is for me to accept me into their family rather than me accept them into my family.
Interesting.
Yeah, but your definition of family oriented is different than in other culture. Like for us, like Waka and I and other Asian culture, the the spending time with family doesn't have to be like talking constantly. You could just be sitting on the couch watching TV or be on your phone and be around family, and that's fine. It's like the whole idea of being around family, not necessarily like sitting on the table talking constantly. And the thing is, this is a big thing too. We don't get sick and tired of each other. Like, what I mean? Like, they might be doing something terrible. We might be able to, like, I can't stand that person. But by the end of the day, they are there constantly.
So when you said you like spending time with family, did you mean when it's appointed? Or do you just like it anytime, any day, at any hour? And when I mean appointed, like when you schedule it?
No. Yes, and I like both. Because like I said earlier, like I'm a schedule person. Like I like it when I have things planned out. And if there's like a day that I'm just like not doing anything, and my family will text me and be like, hey, like let's get together. Like I'm okay with being like, yeah, I'm not doing anything, so let's get together. But most of the time when I get together with my family, it is scheduled. So I would say either or, as long as I'm not doing anything.
Okay.
Yeah, just like the comedian said, I forgot his name. The difference between American vacations and other cultures' vacation. Like in America, when you go vacation, you stay away. You need space. You go somewhere else by yourself or with your own immediate family. But with Asian culture and any other culture, when we say vacation, we visit other family and we go there and spend time there and
pretty much
and things like that. We don't want space.
That's me.
We need them together
to be with family.
Yeah. So when we when we go to somewhere, like if we go up north or we go to Florida, we much rather invite other families with us. And I can see you doing that. But I saw you do that.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like going on vacation with just like you and then our kids and getting away from all of that. But I don't mind bringing family along. Like our trip to Florida that you want to plan, we were planning with your family and then things happen and that's not anymore. But
yeah.
Yeah, I like both.
Okay. So when now I know I'm just jumping back and forth. When I meant that you married, when you married him, you married the family. That was a saying in our culture. It was like when you marry a Samoan, you married the whole Samoan family. And then we're talking about the issues, the baggages that comes with it. Like it involves a lot with the mom and a lot about the finances. Like we have to, like when they call, wanting money or this and that. did you have those experiences?
That's where I say, it comes in. That's where it came in as, I am more open than what they are, because I don't have those experiences with them. When they have things like that, it's more of a just an AJ thing. Not, am I supposed to say your name?
No, yeah, CB.
CB. Yeah, you can say AJ. I don't really care. My catchphrase is you can call me CB, Captain Bug, or AJ. You can call me whatever you want. Just don't call me if you need money.
Okay.
That's right.
Waka, let me finish my catchphrase.
I thought you stopped.
It's my catchphrase.
My bad. Yeah, you're right.
Okay. Anyways, so yeah, it's more so of like them wanting just him and not both of us. Like, you know, how we are one. It's mainly for them. It's just AJ. And that's where, for me, it gets to be hard, because I'm like, no, we're one. So it should be both, not just him. And even with my side of the family, like, it's both, not just myself. And I make sure it's both and not just myself.
You take that two becomes one to heart.
It's true.
She's also foaming. She doesn't want to be part of it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Jokingly, we're just joking. So, I guess I can see your point. Because I know with my experiences seeing you guys throughout the year that I've stayed with y'all. Yeah, not living, stayed. As the taxes says. I'm just repeating what the tax prep said. That you're not living here, you're just staying, so to speak. It's just a very long stay. Mm-hmm. But anyway, okay, yeah, I do see that. It's just that the concept of two becoming one, because there were some, and it is a touchy subject, and I won't go into detail. There were moments that I see that it evolved a lot on his family, that you do try to say a lot, but there was some compromise or conflict between the decisions that you guys had, and I see that. But you guys end up working it out, so.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There's also some problems that you have with your family that I don't want to get involved. Like, I don't.
But that's you, like, personally that's making
making
that decision. It's not me making that decision for you.
No, because it's like in my head, you know, it's like I have so much problems to deal with right now, and I get it. You guys are my extended family, you know, from my wife. But if you guys can handle that on yourself, you know, that kind of stuff. And I also look at it in your side, you know, and what has happened, you and your past, that you want to be part of the family, you know, like you are part of the family. So
that you do have a stake in this, or you have a say in this.
Yeah. All right. I have another question. So we are planning and praying to go to the Philippines next year in October 2023. What are some expectations that you have?
Oh man, quite honestly, I don't have any expectations. I have fear.
Okay, what are your fears?
I say that. Okay, first of all, I guess I do have expectations, because of things that I guess I've seen. Like, I don't know if it's true or not, but I'll like see things on social media of like the Philippines and see how like the beautiful water and beaches and the scenery and how
Can you say that the way my mom say beaches?
No. No. This is a
It's not a PG-13 podcast.
Oh.
It's very not.
It's very not. I don't promote our podcast to church though.
No.
Yeah,
no, I actually do. I do.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it. His mom does not say beaches.
Yeah.
She's meant to say it.
Yeah.
She says something different.
Yeah, exactly.
We love to make fun of her. Anyway, it's off topic. So yes, my expectations is the scenery and the water and things like that. I'm very excited to see all of that and take lots of pictures. If you know me, I'm a picture person. There better be some photography people in the Philippines, because
That's a bit extra.
Get some
Bust the move.
pictures, a ton of pictures in the Philippines.
Yeah, you got a husband right there that does all that.
No, he has
Bust
to be
the move.
in them. Do you not know me?
Okay, so what else?
Okay. Anyways, so that's basically the only expectations I have for the Philippines.
It's what you see on the pictures.
Yeah.
And they're true.
Okay, that's good. But most of the things that I have for the Philippines is fear, because of everything that this lovely person has told me, and so it makes me
what did I
fear
say?
the Philippines.
I just said when you go to the Philippines, you could be an instant celebrity to a lot of people.
But you've also
gonna be
told me that I could get
staring.
robbed, I could get
That
stabbed,
could be,
I could.
that can't just be for Americans. It could be for Filipinos too, you know. And that just doesn't have to happen in the Philippines. You can go to Chicago. You can go down the road from us, and that could happen.
You know what your mom said to me? Oh God.
What did she say?
So we're talking about this trip to the Philippines in October of next year. And I had asked her, so I have a dog and they have a dog. Basically the same
Species?
No,
Breed.
the same
Size.
weight, same size. And so I said, well, what are you going to do with your dog? And thinking that I could bring my dog and they could bring their dog, because why not? And she goes, well, I don't know. We're going to have already so many suitcases. And I said, well, why? Like, you don't need to take so many suitcases with you. So she goes, well, one for our clothes and one for JB's clothes and then 3 for food for you.
Food. A baggage just of food
She
for
said,
her.
she said 3 suitcases full of food just for me. Because I'm a picky eater. And as we established earlier, I don't eat Filipino food. So that is another one of my fears is, you know what? Maybe we should go to the Philippines and just not bring any food with us so then I can get really skinny.
The heat and the weather will do that to you.
I need it. So anyways, it's just the food and the possibly being stabbed or robbed.
Possibly being stabbed.
Possibly being stabbed.
That is what
Possibly
he
being
told
stabbed.
me.
Holy smokes.
So what you heard was being stabbed, not the possibly.
Yes. And then like the fact that I can't wear my wedding ring, I can't wear any jewelry.
No, I suggest not.
See?
That could be anywhere. You can walk on Skid Row in California,
I can go to
and that
Florida.
could happen to you 100%.
I can go to Florida.
You can
and
go
not
to
have to worry
Florida
about it.
in Miami, like downtown Miami, and that will happen to you.
Basically, what he's saying that anywhere you go, good and bad, is gonna happen eventually.
That's not basically
not-
what I said. That's
not the
exactly what I said.
I'm
You've
simplifying
said a
what you
lot
said.
of
No,
things.
because I already said that. I said that would happen to you anywhere.
You've said a lot of things about the Philippines that have made me scared. I have 2 children.
I'm just setting your expectation that could happen, you know? But it's not as bad as other countries, you know. It's not as bad as in our area in the Philippines. It's not actually bad.
I am excited for the fact that it's super cheap. So
They're super cheap.
I
Very
can,
Chicken nuggets
cheap.
are really cheap. So
Super.
you'll be filled with chicken
Ariel
nuggets.
will be happy because she likes chicken nuggets.
Yeah, she would.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's super cheap out there. Like our last guest said, she was so pissed how cheap it was.
She was what?
She was very pissed how cheap it was.
Really?
Like, because all that she could have had here, could have had it all out there.
Specifically, tuition fee.
Tuition, yeah, education.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I know I've recently been talking, maybe I should just wait until we go to the Philippines to like get I've been talking about going back to school and getting an education, so maybe I should just
Oh my gosh.
wait.
Okay. All right. I cannot wait. One thing that I can't wait for you to try when we go to the Philippines is the fast food. Go to McDonald's and try their.
I've heard it's not the same.
It's totally not the
Nope.
same. It's not the same anywhere.
No, it's not.
I'm not
They have rice.
not eating balut. I
That's
am
what you think.
putting
You're
my
gonna
foot
eat.
down.
You're gonna eat balut with me
No.
and with the kids.
No.
The kids will eat
Don't
balut.
be a party pooper. It's not so bad.
I'm going to throw up just talking about it.
We're gonna egg you to eat balut.
No.
It's basically eggs.
Did you get it? Did you get it?
I get it. I get it.
We're gonna egg you on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. Nope.
There's a lot of things you're gonna try. You're gonna try fish balls.
Hey, they good. They good.
It's actually literally.
They're
I
called
don't
fish
even like
balls.
human balls,
Fish
so
balls.
And you said,
And you
I
were
said too
worried.
much.
You were worried. And you were worried. Okay.
All right.
So are there any like culturally, is there any culture shock that you noticed around Filipinos or married to a Filipino?
say that again.
Culture shock. Any culture shock?
Culture shock?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically what was so different compared to the lifestyle you lived versus the lifestyle they live. Like, what was the shocking lifestyle? Culture shock.
Do you know what culture shock means?
Yes, I know it. Yes.
Because he made
I do.
Waka explain it.
Okay, I feel like now versus when you guys first got here is completely different.
Uh-huh.
Cause like
Bro, you yawned and you tell me not to.
I moved it
Bless
away.
you.
I moved it away.
I heard it say,
Yeah, but I moved it away.
I'm jealous.
Jealous. Okay, go ahead.
you guys good.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm heartbroken still though, but I'm good.
Heartbroken because he yawned.
Yeah, because I yell at him all the time, not yawning in the microphone.
Oh, okay.
I moved the microphone last minute.
I forgot what I was saying.
You were
Culture
talking about
shock.
it then and now.
Okay, yeah. So for when you guys first moved here, it's really different than now. So like when you first moved here, you know, like because in the Philippines you're family oriented, so you're with your family until the day you get married. Here you guys started out like that, but now it's not that way at all. I feel like you guys kind of adapted to our culture more than the Philippine culture, except for your dad.
Yeah, I agree. Are you excited to get married in the Philippines? Experience
I
the
forgot. Yeah, I planned on doing that.
Filipino wedding in the
Yes, you
Philippines?
gotta come.
When is that?
October
2045?
next year.
Is it
We're
really next
getting
year?
married next year?
I thought it's just a visit.
Why
Yeah, that
not?
one's just a visit, and then we'll
a
take
month.
Yeah, we're
I'm
not-
pretty sure
not getting
we
married
can.
for a whole month.
We're not gonna go back to the
No.
Philippines anytime.
No, you really
Soon
want to
after
prep that.
No, we'll go back to
When
the
you prep
Philippines
that,
again.
you're gonna have sponsors. People's like, oh, they're gonna get married. Yeah, the people will like prep having money coming in and then here and there.
Then we hype
We
it up
can
in
start
the,
that now.
We can hype it up in the podcast. We tell people, hey, you want to
Yeah.
sponsor us for for our wedding,
It's gonna be
the
fun.
wedding of the century.
Yeah.
Why can't we start that now?
No, you gotta check out the place first and where you want to get married and all that. I think you would freak out more when we get there and none of these
Like, you'll
things are
be
planned out.
shocked.
Remember, you're a planner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, whatever.
Yeah,
Okay.
2045. I think that's when y'all gonna get married again, right?
And we're gonna have Olive Garden for our reception, even though we don't have Olive Garden in the Philippines.
It's just be bread,
You
right?
keep saying that Olive Garden is my favorite restaurant, and we just talked about this, that it's not.
It's Fiesta Chara.
Nope.
It's
It's Fiesta Chara to a certain point. I really like their
it's
chips.
not
and
completely
Red
salsa.
Robin.
For right now, it's Red Robin.
Yeah, it's
For-
Red Robin.
So there was a point where Olive Garden was.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's always been.
So
Sure.
he wasn't wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
I know, but he
All right,
thinks
let's talk
that
about
it's-
Filipinos. Let's talk about Filipinos. What else? What other things that you notice that Filipinos do that you find? Are there any things that Filipinos do that you find weird?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying yeah, like you were gonna answer the question.
Oh no. Like, yeah, that's the question.
I know one, but I'm waiting for you to say. What do you think?
Besides the food that y'all eat,
Yeah.
that I find weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
That you guys can basically sleep anywhere in any
That's not-
position. I
That's
don't
not
know.
a Filipino thing. How about when you first saw me eat with my hands?
Oh yeah,
oh, that's plenty.
I
of
forgot
it out
about
there.
that.
Yeah. What do you
I
think?
don't like it. I think it's the most unattractive thing ever. It's so disgusting. The first time I saw your dad do that, I was like, what is happening? Like, there's these things that we call utensils. Like, why not use it?
You know, we could say the same thing about you guys, right? Why do you guys use utensils? You know, there's this thing called
And
your
the fact that y'all
hands.
don't use toilet paper is a little weird also.
That one's weird.
Yeah.
You know, it's much cleaner if you do it with. I had a whole segment of
He did.
washing your butt is better than wiping it.
I have no doubt that it is better, but it's weird.
Exactly. Then I know it's weird, but which one is much better? Which one is much cleaner?
Doesn't it feel weird in your butthole?
Everything feels weird
Wait,
on your
wait.
butthole.
Hold up. Are you saying that these guys, the way they clean, they just stick their whole finger up in there?
I don't know.
No, that is weird.
That is
You
weird.
don't do that.
No, they don't finger themselves. They're just wiping themselves.
my
Okay,
gosh.
I have
Or
a
washing
serious
themselves.
question.
Yeah.
When we go to the Philippines,
Mm-hmm.
do I need to bring my own toilet paper?
100%.
Definitely.
Really?
Yes.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yes.
Unless you just buy it. It's cheap out there if you want to
I'll
buy
just
it.
bring
yeah.
some wipes. Because those are...
You are not allowed to flush those wipes.
You can't.
You can get toilet paper.
And
we have
two-
toilet paper in the Philippines.
You will.
You just told me no.
Huh? No, not from here. I'm talking about you can get like yourself. You have to bring your own toilet paper with you all the time.
Oh.
That's
Like
what I
carry
meant.
it in my purse. Did
Yes,
you?
exactly. Because it's
Yeah,
not
you-
a common
if you're
thing
not
unless
willing to-
unless you go to the mall. Then they have like toilet paper in the stalls or public places.
Another thing, you will have to like work out those arm muscles because some of the flush buttons may not work, so you will have to carry a bucket and
Manually flush it.
I'll just
Yeah.
leave it.
She ain't gonna be pooping for a whole month.
True,
Ooh,
it's true.
ooh, oh wow.
Yeah,
It's true.
exactly.
Well, don't you do that already?
Or the traffic. I'm not looking forward to the traffic.
Oh, you'll
and
be
probably
fine.
the heat too, because the humidity.
Oh,
is
no.
way
I
too
am
high.
looking forward to the heat.
Just
Yeah, you say that right now.
Yeah.
I'll ask you in second day you're in the Philippines.
it's hot. Why is the AC not working?
No, you'll have to have a wheelchair.
We do have an AC in our house though, so you can use that. And we
Nah,
don't call it AC, we call it aircon.
Yeah, aircon.
If anybody's going to complain about it, it's going to be our kids. Because I feel
Yeah,
like
they'll be fine.
I feel like they're just like you.
They'll be fine. I think they will enjoy it.
yeah, they'll work around it.
The only thing I'm going to have to be, I'm that mom that I'm like, all right, everybody needs sunscreen. Like, cake on sunscreen.
Yeah, those kids are gonna be popular though. They're gonna be like,
Oh, they already are popular.
You will need to bring your sunscreen everywhere you go.
it's not popular.
What
We
you
don't
trying to
have-
say?
We don't have sunscreen in the Philippines. They don't sell sunscreens typically in stores.
It's a spray, no?
So how am I going to find sunscreen?
You have to go to like a
Not duty free, no?
no, yeah, duty free or
Oh.
a certain places. We don't
Duty.
sell duty.
Duty.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
So another thing that you might like, because I know traffic is going to be bad, but most of the time you're going to be walking.
Yeah, I like to walk.
Yeah.
But is it like walking like miles upon miles upon miles?
There'll be a lot of
This is
that
not,
for sure.
Our areas are not mountains, okay? So you don't have to cross the 7 seas to get somewhere.
How you will describe it, it's going to be like that, but it's not.
Is it like a Chicago type deal?
No.
No.
No, like walking distance.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Because we walked a lot in Chicago. So I would just need to like
Bring your...
have band-aids all over my feet.
No, not that much of walking, but you're gonna be walking. Yeah.
Yeah, there's plenty of walks.
People love to walk.
Yeah.
I like to
And-
walk.
Oh well.
That's how I got
As long
around.
as I'm not going to get stabbed, I like to walk.
Then by then you're gonna be crawling.
Either stay close to me or to him.
Yeah.
I got 2 bodyguards. Gonna be just
But,
like
I
this,
mean, you're
walking
black
down.
belt. Why do you care?
No, you know what? I had this high standard of black belt, and after meeting this chick, it just went down the drain.
Wow. I am offended.
I'm offended.
What was your standards?
Uh,
Like, I'm karate chopping everything every day?
like
Doing some high kicks all the
Kung
time?
Fu Panda stuff. Yeah.
You do know that's not karate, right?
Yeah, that's not even karate. And matter of fact,
We're not talking about martial arts.
I am not
I'm
in
talking
karate.
You just
I am
said
in
Kung Fu
taekwondo.
Panda.
I'm saying something like Kung Fu Panda.
I don't know what that means. I don't know.
I don't know what that means either. I'm just saying.
You're the one that said it.
I'm describing this amazing, like know-it-all, like beat the crap out of type of person. But that went down the drain.
Why? Because I screamed one night and didn't beat the living crap out of my husband?
Yeah.
What? Okay, I'm lost. I'm completely lost.
Anyway,
Only thing that I heard is you Amber heard me. That's
Amber.
the only thing that I
Basically,
understand
Waka
there.
wanted me to beat the living crap out of you.
not really. I'm just saying that there was one night she just saw something scary and her black belt skills did not come out.
You also
Oh,
have
I
to
see.
consider all of the other things that this is going through.
I just thought it was instinct. But anyway, there'll be plenty of walking in the Philippines.
Okay, so yeah,
And
I'm just gonna leave
you
it
got to
there.
be standing next to either me or him.
We also have Saturday store. I can't wait. There's a lot of things that I would want you to try. We're gonna vlog the whole trip for the whole month. We're gonna
should.
vlog it, and yeah, all your experiences, all the things that we are gonna experience, we're gonna vlog it. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
I am
Awesome.
excited for our kids to experience their half culture.
Half culture. The other half culture.
You mean 75% of culture?
No,
75. All right,
7 plus 5?
75.
7 plus 5?
All right. Well, do you have any other questions for us? Anything that you want to say? We enjoyed doing podcasts with you. We should do this again.
Yeah.
Should we?
Of course, we will include you now. Now that you are, you're gonna be a regular host for our podcast if you want to.
As long as it's not at 1 o'clock at night.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
No promises there.
'Cause
no
I'm
promises there.
tired.
Well, there, like the previous guests, we did it like 9 o'clock. So it really depends on the guest. Most of our guests are from the Philippines, so you have that 12-hour difference.
Yeah.
The next guests though are from America, so that might be a lot easier.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you enjoyed this podcast and what it's in it, if you went all the way to this podcast and you haven't subscribed or liked yet, I don't even know what you're doing. So make sure you subscribe. Courtney, where can people find you in the social media world? I know you do some social media stuff here and there on TikTok. Where can they find you?
If you want to plug yourself in and let people know where you
what's
are.
your
just
TikTok
said
handle?
TikTok.
Yeah, what's your TikTok handle? Is your TikTok handle Courtney?
I actually don't know.
Oh
what it
my
is.
gosh. Just look for Courtney Gamboa. That's it.
Let's see. I can.
If you can't find her, find him.
Just go. There you go. What is it?
Courtney Gamboa 22.
Courtney Gamboa 22. That's her TikTok. Courtney Gamboa 22. Is there any other social media you want to plug?
Do you want people to reach out or look
nope,
up?
That's
Yeah.
it.
Just go look for the Gum Fam show, and you'll find us there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if you enjoyed this podcast and you haven't subscribed or liked yet, make sure you do that. Comment down below if there's anything that you like or you don't like. Tell your friends about us. If you learned a lot of things about this, if you learned a lot of things from this episode, let us know. Email us, the Maximum Filipino Show. Like and follow us from in all our social media accounts: TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. Just look for the Maximum Filipino Show. That's it. I want to say thank you to our guest, Courtney. I almost said your full name.
Our special one right here.
Our special one, Courtney M.
Wow.
CB's wife.
I think you should cut that out.
No, you'll be fine. Yeah. I mean, you said Courtney Gamboa. That's your handle. So I'm like,
there's no secret there.
That's it. Might also would tell them she drives a Camaro.
I wish.
Oh no, you want a Mustang?
You've never told them your name?
I did. Yeah,
Yeah.
I said CB AJ.
Captain
You've never
Bud.
said your last name.
No, I did.
Okay, so why are you worried about me saying my last name?
Oh no, because you were. That I said your full name.
Obviously, they would know my last name. We're married.
Yeah, exactly. All right, I want to say thank you to Waka too for joining us. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Leaks.
Bye.